What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to our Chicago White Sox franchise mode. We are here in game number 3, or about to go into game number 3 of the AL Wildcard Series against the New York Yankees. We have been able to split the series so far. We lost 7-4 game number 1. Walker Buehler might have been our best pitcher during the regular season, but when it came to the postseason, kind of struggled in the later innings. Then game number 2, Dustin May came in, shut down the New York Yankees like a boss, kind of proving that he should have been the ace for us and pitched in game number 1. We wound up swapping them last second. Maybe that was a bad idea, but who knows? Having Walker Buehler pitch twice in 3 days, probably not a good idea. But either way, helped us come back here in game number 2, winning 6-3 in front of the New York faithful. One storyline that's been happening besides that is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for the New York Yankees. He signed this past offseason. Big old contract over there. How long has he signed for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 years. Looking like near 150, right? A little over 150, $175 million contract after winning MVP of the league. Where is it? Did he not? I thought he did. Oh, he got All-Star MVP. I thought Vladimir Guerrero won MVP last year. No, it wasn't. No, I am mistaken. It was two random motherfuckers. But either way, Vladimir Guerrero leaving Toronto, and has since hit 2 home runs in 2 games this postseason. He's been red hot to start this series. He's reached base at least once in both games, and as I've said, he's gone yard at least once in every single game. Last game, he's the only guy to really score any runs for the Yankees. He hit 2 home runs. They only put up 3 points. One of them was a two-run bomb, but that was also my fault for leaving the pitchers in for too long. I was trying to save our pitchers' arms. Didn't wind up working out too well. And we gave up some runs. My fault there. We're going to learn from that for game number 3. We also lost Kobe Mayo for game number 3. He's been swinging a pretty good bat as well, batting .278 right now. Nope, sorry, batting .286. No home runs or RBI scored, but he's been reaching base, which is all I can ask for out of our team. Put our team in a winning position. If we have guys on base, we're probably going to win. That's usually how that thing goes. The more hits you get, the more likely you are to score. So substituting in for him, I moved Colson Montgomery over to third base. Brought in Garrett Hampson over to shortstop, and Brandon Rogers at second base. That is how we're going to be going for the time being. Brandon Rogers and Garrett Hampson haven't really reached base safely yet, but I'm hoping with more at-bats that they will. Garrett Hampson, you're due 0 for 8 right now. You're ice cold. Oh, please just do something. Otherwise, I'm going to have to use you like I do Jorge Mateo as basically a pinch runner. You did bat pretty good in the regular season, batting .265, so I still have faith in you. But it's going to be a rough uphill battle for you right now here in game number 3. But without further ado, oh yeah, we are also going to be giving the starting nod to the rookie, Carlos Colon. 18-year-old Carlos Colon will be pitching here in the deciding game number 3 of the wild card over the veteran Drew Thorpe. Specifically just because Carlos Colon pitched better during the regular season. Normally, I would want my veteran in Drew Thorpe to be taking over the mound, or to take the mound over an inexperienced rookie, but we're gonna go with Cologne over him, just so that way he can get a little bit of playoff experience. Even if he loses, it's gonna help him in the long run. Drew Thorpe, no playoff experience either, so I think this edge slightly goes over to Carlos Colon. But either way, let's jump into game number 3. Carlos Colon taking on Clark Schmidt. Here we are. the American League wildcard game finale, or series finale. Chicago White Sox versus New York Yankees. Yankees a powerhouse so far through this season in 2026. While the Chicago White Sox, first time in the postseason since 2021. The fans here in New York going crazy, waving the towels, a whiteout almost. Oh, I wouldn't say that's a whiteout, but waving the towels, the playoff towels there. Who is going to win this one? Will it be the underdogs in the Chicago White Sox, or will it be the home team in the New York Yankees, the World Series favorites, or one of the World Series favorites, just because of their fan base alone? Chicago will be led out by the rookie sensation Carlos Colon, finished second in the AL rookie vote, while the New York Yankees will be led out by the veteran Clark Schmidt. Schmidt had a decent season this year for the New York Yankees, but Carlos Colon probably did better. Oh, no, you're pretty much right on par with Carlos Colon. Schmidt going 16-5, pitching 198 innings with a 3.68 ERA and a 1.26 WHIP, 17% strikeout rate, and an 8% walk rate. Not too shabby. Pretty close numbers to Carlos Colon. Seems we're going to have two similar pitchers on the mound after all. 3-1 count to leadoff man for the White Sox in Xavier Edwards, and Schmidt having some command issues. We just talked about it. An 8% walk rate in the regular season. I think that's pretty low. 2-1 count now for Luis Arraez. Ball in the dirt. Stolen base for Xavier Edwards. That was close. That was a great throw by the catcher. I believe it's Austin Wells back there for the New York Yankees. It hits off the ground in front of it, and that might have been the only reason Edwards would save. Kind of looking closer at that replay, it looked like he was indeed tagged out. But either way, 3-1 count now to Luis Arraez with a man on second. Pitch outside, second batter up, second walk of the game. Schmidt might be a little rattled up there. Might not be ready for such a big occasion. These fans are loud, and they're his fans. They're cheering him on. And it seems to be bothering him. He throws a low fastball that gets crushed foul to the right by Yelich. 1-2 count. First time in a pitcher's count here. And on first and second, Yelich. Taking a knuckle curve down in the dirt. Yelich acquired this past offseason by the Chicago White Sox from Milwaukee. Salary dump kind of deal for them. 2-2 count. Knuckle curve in the dirt, and the runners will advance. Wells can't keep it around him. Gets away. Now men in scoring position, second and third. No force out with Yelich in a full count. What a way to start this game. Clark Schmidt might get pulled after one inning. We're not seeing any movement from the Yankees bullpen, but it might be time for a mound visit just to calm his nerves. He's thrown 15 pitches so far, walked 2, and has Yelich in a full count. And he's going to walk Yelich as well. 3 straight walks for Clark Schmidt. 8% walk rate in the regular season. Chicago hasn't even needed to swing their bats, as evident there. Lawrence Butler taking a cutter right down the middle. Butler 1-2 count, and 333 so far in this postseason. Good chance for some RBIs here. And he hits one deep right field. It's about middle right center field. Caught by the center fielder. Bellinger throwing it on in. And Edwards will score standing up. Yelich will stay on first. Arraez on second, but at least they get their first out. While Lawrence Butler happy with the RBI. A little sac fly action. 2-1 count now to Luis Robert, former All-Star. seen to be the face of the franchise for Chicago. Not anymore. Now he's just seen as an above-average player. Makes an inside sweeper, 3-1. He has had a bounce-back season here in 2026. He did look like his all-star self. Hopefully he can grow on this heading into 2027 as well. Continuing into 2027. Pitch down the middle. Cutter gets fouled back. Full count to Luis Robert. Chicago. Are we going to get our 4th walk of the game? Schmidt almost up to 30 pitches. This one's going to get hit. Left field, back. Warning track. Just shallow the warning track. Throwing it on in. Wild pitch. Runners advance. Austin Wells going to run up. Luis Arise advancing up to third base. Yelich stays at first. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're now up to the 6th batter, Brandon Rogers. Now to come up. Starting lineup for Chicago. After Rogers, we're going to have Garrett Hampson batting 7th. Dalton Rushing, the rookie, batting 8th. And then we're going to have Colson Montgomery batting 9th. Brandon Rogers hitless so far in the postseason. Got a man in scoring position. Chance to be extend this lead for Chicago. Clark Schmidt's done a good job mitigating the damage thus far after 3 straight walks. 1-2 count. This will be his 30th pitch of the inning. Hit right up the middle, and it's gonna get down. RBI single. The runner advances. Christian Yelich advances up to second. 2-0 ball game. Chicago here in the top of the 1st. The underdogs, the White Sox. Taking the lead. I like it. Garrett Hampson, another guy who is due. Out a hit in 8 at-bats so far in the postseason. Garrett Hampson knows this could be his time to start to get hot. Advance him up to the divisional series. 2-1 count. Schmidt's pitch. Outside. Ball 3. 3-1 count to Garrett Hampson with the rookie Dalton Rushing on deck. Oh boy. I'm so happy that we kept Dalton Rushing in our lineup. That dude was swinging a hot bat in the minors. And he gets hit. Schmidt hits Garrett Hampson. You son of a bitch. Bases loaded now to the rookie Dalton Rushing, acquired from the Dodgers earlier this season. Actually might have been the offseason. I forget when we acquired Rushing. But either way, 2-2 count with bases loaded here in the top of the 1st. Schmidt's pitch inside near his knee. Full count. Clark Schmidt is going to be taken out early in this game. That was his 40th pitch. Full count for Rushing. And near his knee again, Schmidt just walked in a run. Yelich scores. 4 walks and a hit by pitch later. We are now at the 9th hitter of this inning. With the bases loaded, Colson Montgomery takes a high inside cutter for ball 2.
2-1.
Literally, Chicago just needs to stand there. Let Clark Schmidt pitch. He's just going to throw balls. He's struggling to find command right now. High sweeper, and this ump isn't giving him any help here in New York either. Close pitches. Ump's calling him balls. 3-1 count now. Come on. Walk him. Walk him, Schmidt. High cutter. See, well, I think his cutter's the only thing he's really got going for him. Brubaker, a righty warming up in the Yankees bullpen right now. It might be 1 inning and done for Schmidt. After giving the Yankees causing the Yankees to go down 3-0, and now it's going to be even more. Hit into left center field. 2 runners are going to score. 5-0 ball game. Colson Montgomery 2 RBI single. And now we got a runner on third as well. In Dalton rushing. Hampson. Garrett Hampson scoring on that one. As well as Brandon Rogers. And that will be it for Clark Schmidt. Yankees down 5-0 in the top of the first. Even Austin Wells was shaking his head like, yep, we need to pull him. JT Brubaker coming in. He has 1 hold in the season, 21 innings pitched, with hosting a 5.4 ERA, a 1.29 whip, 14% strikeout rate, and a 5.4% walk rate. Now, Clark Schmidt had an 8% walk rate, and he walked 4 batters and hit 1. Leadoff man Xavier Edwards now on the mound, now up to bat again for the second time this inning. Stolen base in earlier, a walk and a stolen base, and a 1-2 count. Brubaker trying to get out in this inning, and this gonna get crushed foul to the right. If it was fair, Edwards would have just hit himself a 3-run bomb. So 1-2, inside slider taken for ball 2. Chicago being very patient at the plate. Outside 12-6 curve for ball 3. Aaron Boone has got to be pissed just watching his pitchers throw so many balls. So full count, hit towards the first baseman for out number 3. Easy ground out for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As now we head to the bottom of the first. Chisholm, Bellinger, Guerrero coming up for the Yankees, while Chicago up 5-0 on only 2 hits. It's going to take a lot of pressure off this rookie Carlos Colon, having a 5-run lead. He has a 12-9 record his rookie season with a 3.68 ERA, 1.22 whip, 20% strikeout rate, and a 6% walk rate. Colon finds himself in a 1-1 count up against the leadoff hitter in Jazz Chisholm. See what Colon has for him. 2025 first round pick, throws a high fastball for strike 2. Chisholm last night went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Just could not figure it out. Oh, broken bat hit to the shortstop, Garrett Hampson. And that's going to be out number 1. Carlos Colon able to dodge the broken bat there. Starting lineup for the Yankees going to be Jazz Chisholm, who just popped out to the shortstop, followed by Cody Bellinger, Guerrero, Aaron Judge, Jock Pederson, Isaac Paredes, Jesus Sanchez, and I wasn't able to get to the bottom 2. So we'll find out later in this game. But Cody Bellinger now up. 3-1 count. He's being patient up there as well. Takes a... Ooh, that's a strike. That is a strike. Carlos Colon walking Cody Bellinger. I'm really ball happy in this game. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. going to take a high fastball for ball 2. Vladdy gone yard 3 times in 2 games. Looking to make it 3 games straight with a home run against Chicago. Been 375. I'd say been MVP for the Yankees so far this postseason. He wanted to, that was his home run pitch. High outside fastball, trying to send it yard. Gets underneath it. 2-2 count. Now fastball down near his ankles. Gets him, works him into a full count. Colon, settle it down, buddy. Aaron Judge is on deck. Fastball up high, fouled off behind him. And fastball hit up high to the right fielder, Lawrence Butler, for out number 3. I mean, out number 2. My bad there. Out number 2. So Aaron Judge, the face of the franchise here, Mr. Captain, USA's captain, Aaron Judge. Has Cody Bellinger on first. He's in a 1-1 count. Swinging at an outside slider. 1-2. Good break in there by Cologne. So 1-2 count. Pitch is away. Down low with the slider. Getting Judge to chase again. Carlos Colon striking out one of the best players in all of MLB. I love to see it. Rook, Arise, Yelich, and Butler coming on up here in the top of the second. For the White Sox, we're already up 5-0. We now have their long relief pitcher, JT Brubaker, on the mound. Fastball hit right up the middle. That was literally a pitch right down the middle, swung, and hit up the middle. Call that a little middle if I would. 2-1 count now for Christian Yelich following a leadoff single by Arise. Circle curve. Down low, makes it 3-1. Christian Yelich. My bad there. Shoulder died. I forgot what I was going to say. Not going to lie. Luis Arise trying to steal. A little hit and run action with Christian Yelich. He hits this one foul, unfortunately. Works it into a full count. Yelich hits one to the second baseman because of the hop. I think it's going to be a double play. No, it won't. Yelich able to get on first. Safe by a fielder's choice. Jazz Chisholm, great play there. Getting over to the second baseman. That was nice. Unfortunately, Yelich is, even at his old age, still got some speed. And there he goes, stealing now for Yelich, and he's going to be safe by a mile. You thought Xavier Edwards was fast. Look at Yelich, 34 years of age and still flying. He might actually be 35 now in my franchise. 1-2 count now for Lawrence Butler. Man on second. Butler going to hit this one to the left fielder. You got to go back just a couple steps for out number 2. So Yankees having a much better second inning thus far than they did to start this game. Fans are still here cheering on their Yankees, hoping for a phenomenal comeback victory. We're not going to give it to them, are we, Chicago? No, that's right, Robert. Hit a home run. Just put it away. Shove it down their throats. Oh, I thought he was going to do it. No, but he does hit a gapper into right field, scoring Christian Yelich and giving himself a double. RBI double for Luis Robert. Nice job there. 6-0 ball game. Oh, can you imagine if he hit that home run? That right there, that's a highlight. That would have been a highlight if he would have just hit a bomb after I told him to do so. That's coaching, honestly. It's really coaching. I would take full credit for it. Brandon Rogers now up. Slider down low near his ankles. 2-1. Brandon Rogers got his first hit of the postseason today. Looking to go 2 for 2. Hit to the left fielder. It's going to get down. Are we going home? We sent him home. Robert's going to score. RBI single. Second to home. Robert flashing the legs. 7-0 ball game. Game number 3 already seems to be over. Now it's a hit down the third base line for Garrett Hampson. Runners advance. It's a single. It's a hit parade here in the second. The first inning was a walk parade. The second is a hit parade. Dalton Rushing coming up. What does the Rook have for us? Can you go yard? Now a ball down in the dirt. The runners are going to try to advance. No, they're not. Thought they would have, but they weren't, I guess. Oh, yeah, we do got Brandon Rogers on second. He's not the fastest. Garrett Hampson was on second instead. Yeah. That would have been a stolen base. He would have advanced to third. 2-1 count now to Rushing. Hit down towards the second base, and that's going to get into the outfield, advancing the runners. Bases are loaded. Wild pitch home, and Brandon Rogers scores. RBI single for the rookie Rushing. 8-0 ball game. 8-0. 8-0. Jesus Christ. High pitch. This one's hit foul. JT Brubaker. I mean, they might as well just throw anybody they got at us. This game is pretty much over. I don't think the Yankees are going to be able to come back here in game number 3. I think it's all but certain that your Chicago White Sox are going to be advancing to the AL Divisional Series. I forget who we're going to be playing, but we'll find out probably sometime during this. I'm sure they'll show a little, what are they called? A little effect.
Foul ball.
I don't know. Can't remember what they're called at the moment. But 2-2 count now to Colson Montgomery. Fouling a lot of pitches off, so working JT Brubaker's pitch count up. For really no fucking reason. Other than to say, fuck you, New York. 2-2, fouled, but it gets into the catcher. It's still in Austin Wells' glove. 8-0, heading into the bottom of the second. Yankees fans are leaving the building slowly. See all these fans outside, just walking around? Yeah, those are the ones that are left that are pissed. They came here for the New York Yankees. Chicago, remember, an awful team playing on the road this season. We were horrendous. The best team in Chicago. If we were playing at home, we were going almost guaranteed to win this season. But on the road, our team was horrendous. 1-1 count. Ball gets hit deep right center field. Robert going back. Wall gone for Jock Pederson. The Yankees showing signs of life here in the bottom of the second. Third pitch of the at-bat, and he goes yard. 377 feet, 101.5 miles per hour off the bat. This might be what the Yankees needed to wake up and make this a ball game. It's 8-1. If the Yankees come back and beat us, I will fire all of you. I will get rid of everybody. You're gone. All right, Butler, gone. Robert, gone. Cologne, gone. Manager, gone. Everybody. Slider, a little wild in the dirt. Gets away from Dalton Rushing there. Isaac Paredes. Now up to bat. He's been hitless thus far. And it's going to stay that way. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Second strikeout of the game for Carlos Colon in the first out per game of the second inning. Bottom of the second. Inside pitch, swung on, hit, going deep, back to the wall, gone for Jesus Sanchez. 355 feet, 95.1 miles per hour off the bat. That is a Yankee Stadium home run. That is an out in pretty much every other stadium. He throws it in on his hand. Sanchez able to get just enough of it to get to go over that wall. I think Robert, I thought, not Robert, I thought Butler might have been able to get up there, but nah, I went a little farther back than I thought. 1-1 count now to Austin Wells. Slow fastball for strike 2. 8-2's game now. It's okay, Cologne. You can still settle down. 6-run lead. Don't gotta worry just yet. Soon, but not yet. 1-2 count. High fastball swung on, fouled back. Austin Wells has been having to squat behind home plate for the first 2 innings, and what? They've been a long 2 fucking innings. Change up down low. held off the ball 2-2 now. Long pitch. Fastball for ball 3. Full count now to Wells. Trey Sweeney on deck for the Yankees. This one's a line drive to the right fielder. Gonna get down, and a base hit now for Austin Wells. New York Yankees coming to life following a leadoff home run by Jock Pederson. We're gonna hope that Cologne can force a double play ball here. 114.8 mile per hour off the bat. So 1-1 count to Sweeney. We're looking for a double play ball from Cologne. Low fastball swung on, missed. 1-2 count. Sweeney during the regular season only batted 199. 6 home runs with a 562 OPS. Really bad season for Sweeney. Maybe he was just a platoon player though. Really could be that, just not a lot of at-bats. Curveball, 12-6 curve down low, swing and a miss for Sweeney. See ya. Cologne's third strikeout of the game, and now comes the dangerous part of the Yankees lineup. Jazz Chisholm, been a strikeout machine the past 2 games. See if Cologne can get him. 1-1 count. Wells on first. Outside changeup. Ball 2. 2-1 count. Come on, Cologne. Mr. Mohawk throws a high fastball to Chisholm for strike 2. 2-2. Here comes the put-out pitch. Strike 3. I can hear it. I can see it. It's going to be down low left. Oh, I got the location, but Chisholm did too. Base hit for Chisholm. Throwing it into third. Going to be off. Advances the runner. Austin Wells the second. Man on first and second for the Yankees. Oh, I got the location. I just didn't get the strikeout. Cody Bellinger now up. He walked in the first inning. 2-2 count. Gonna pop one to shallow center field. Robert under it for out number 3. Yankees able to score 2, cutting the lead down to 6. But it's still 8-2 in this one at the end of 2. We're either going to have a really high-scoring game, or these teams are going to be figuring it out. The Yankees want to come back. There's going to be a total of 17 runs scored, and that's only if they can shut us out every inning. Leadoff hitter Xavier Edwards up for the 3rd time this game in just 3 innings, and he gets a base hit. Oh, you love to see it. Base hit, leadoff base hit for Edwards. Now he's going to steal second, because fuck the Yankees. That's why. A 1-1 count. Outside pitch. Ball 2. Luis Arraez. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Arraez could just have been the leadoff hitter here for Chicago before we went out and acquired Xavier Edwards from the New York Yankees. Hit to the left side, just foul. Oh, that would have been a double and definitely would have scored Edwards. I completely forgot about that until just there. Talking about the leadoff position, Xavier Edwards, a former New York Yankee this past season, not this past season, up until about the All-Star break this season. They started shopping him around for unknown reasons. They literally just got him in the offseason. But whatever. They shopped him, and we took advantage, and we brought him on in. We got 2 of the league's best contact hitters now, followed by a plethora of power hitters. I like our lineup. And then we just got to develop our pitching staff. So 1-2 count. Hit left right at the ball boy, who's not running at the ball. He might actually be running to the bathroom. He might have shit himself with that ball flying at him. 1-2 count. For Yelich, hit. Base hit. Is Edwards going to try to score? Throwing it. Is Sanchez home? And he does score. Edwards making it a 9-2 ball game. RBI single for Christian Yelich. Not too shabby. Our hitters are doing exactly what they need to do, and Bruno Baker's day is up. Aaron Boone looking fed up with this game. Look how mad he looks. Yeah, give me the ball. Give me the fucking ball. Good job. Yep. Even Wells is like, yep. Well, this game's over, coach. Can we just forfeit? Is there a mercy rule? Is there a mercy rule here? Oh, Jorge Lopez stepping on the mound. He's pitched one game this postseason and allowed a .500 batting average through one inning against left-handed batters. See what he's got here in the third inning. 3 innings, 3 different pitchers for the Yankees. Lawrence Butler, circle change down low, fouled off behind him, 1-2 count, with no outs here in the top of the third. Inside curveball for ball 2. Lawrence Butler, 6th-round pick by the Oakland Athletics back in 2018. Takes that inside sinker for ball 3, full count now. Are you going to walk your very first batter that you see today, Lopez? Yes, you are! Bases loaded after Lawrence Butler gets walked. And I believe that is the 5th walk of the game by the New York Yankees. It's either the 5th or 6th. I don't know why I can feel like he's dying. But 1-2 count to Robert. He takes a low sinker for ball 2. I like the patience I've seen from the Chicago team, and if we keep playing like this, we might win the World Series. 2-2 count, hit up the middle, shortstop there, tossing it over to Chisholm, throws the first. What a cannon! You see that shit? Jazz Chisholm turns it into a double play. I mean, we still score a run, making it 10-2. But a little hit to the shortstop, not Anthony Volpe. He got traded to Houston. Throws it back foot. Oh my God. That was crazy. Stepped on the bag. Stepped back. That was like Derek Jeter-esque type of play right there. Really showed off his arm too. Brandon Rogers up for the 3rd time today. 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Has a man on third. Trying to make this an 11-2 ball game. Throws, swings at a low sinker. 2-2 count. Go Lopez. I mean, not go. I mean, I don't want to. I don't know why I said that. Brandon Rogers. Let's go Rogers. Let's go Rogers. 3 for 3. Ah, he swung on and missed. Low outside slider for strikeout number 3. The Yankees pitcher thought that he wasn't done. He was looking for some more. 10-2 is the score heading into the bottom of the third. The Yankees already one time through their rotation, or through their lineup. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming up. Trying to cut back on this 8-run lead the Chicago has. Takes a low fastball for strike 2, forcing a full count. Guerrero, 2021 Home Run Derby champion. 3 home runs in this series already. Takes a outside fastball for ball 4. Colon not wanting to give up another leadoff home run with rather a leadoff walk. Brings up Aaron Judge, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Swung at a pair of sliders outside the zone. See what Colon's got for him. In number 3, high fastball for ball 2. Slider looks to be Aaron Judge's weakness. A slider right down the middle. Swung on too soon. He's looking for that fastball in the zone. 2-2 count. Pitch down low. That's that fastball again. Not swinging at the fastball, only swinging at sliders. So maybe he is looking for that slider. He just can't locate it. It's what it's going to be when it crosses the plate. Inside fastball, ball 4. Back-to-back walks now for the Yankees. It's looking like the first inning from Chicago. Cologne now going up against Jock Pederson. He hit a solo shot, leadoff home run just an inning ago. Cologne, no outs, up to 67 pitches. Throws a low inside changeup. Ball 2. 2-1 count. Pitch is away. Inside fastball. The ump's gonna say ball. This is a small strike zone for this dude. 3-1 count. Inside fastball. There you go. Works the full count. That's what I'm talking about. Cologne's like, finally, Jesus. That last one was the same exact spot. 70th pitch of the game for Cologne. Pitch away. Swung on and missed by Jock Pederson. 4th strikeout of the game for Cologne. Now looking to get Paredes to hit into a double play ball. Paredes still held hitless this postseason. In a 1-1 count, men in scoring position. He's going to hit one into left field. Going back is Yelich. That's going to be out number 2. Not enough on it. A little wild of a throw towards Colson Montgomery at third, but no runners advancing. Still got Guerrero on second, Judge on first. Sanchez, solo shot just an inning ago as well. Now looking to get a 3-run home run as Kevin Felix, 2nd round pick last year by the Chicago White Sox, starts warming up in the Chicago bullpen. Cologne's pitch count is getting kind of high. Inside curve changeup for strike 2, 2-2 count. What Cologne got for us? Cologne's been a real good rookie for us. Hoping that he can take the next step next year in his 19th year on this planet. Foul ball, thank you. Oh, that Wally would have been like a 2 RBI triple if Sanchez would have landed that. Fair. Oh, 2-2 count. This one's hit to the left side. Yelich gets there for out number 3. Score still 10-2. We get out of the inning with no runs scored. Now I'm going to take over. I'm going to take over and hit a little bit. And I'm going to let the commentators take over for the next 4 innings.
The White Sox catcher, Dalton Rushing. For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's 11-2.
Oh, yeah. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Dalton Rushing, 421 feet. You love it. You gotta love it. This dude is the bomb. He's going to be our everyday fucking catcher.
Out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Suit Company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow, and I'll give you a free suit. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a two-bagger.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now at the plate, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's now 11-3. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high.
Plate 4. It's the White Sox 11 and the Yankees 3. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Fernando Cruz.
Whip it in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
Here's the left fielder, Christian Yelich. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field, and no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 out.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before.
It's fouled off. They'll do it again. Man at second. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
It's 1 and 2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the splitter, and it was effective. White Sox strand a couple, but still in command. It's 11-3. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes
2 down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Colson Montgomery. Here comes a 3-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. He's safe.
he got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kevin Feliz.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Struck him out looking. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Runner, take your base.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. I can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Oh, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really, or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a slider, and there's 2 gone.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it. Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Barucki. Out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Scott Barlow.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there.
Sure. The White Sox up big in this one here in the late stages of Game 3. Ripped on a line. And it gets by him. Judge around second. Now 2nd and 3rd and nobody out.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe at home, and the runner scores from 2nd. It's 11-5. Jesus Sanchez stepping in now for the Yankees. That one the other way. Fair ball. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. Ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the 1st out. So digging in, Trey Sweeney. Ripped into right field, base hit. And they stop him at 3rd, so bases loaded with 1 0 goal. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the White Sox 11 and the Yankees 5. Back in a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Scott Efros.
With 1 out with Scott Barlow. I don't know why he was pitching so fucking bad. They were just making contact with everything, dude. Everything. But it is what it is. They had a little bit of a hit parade. But we're going to get out of it just like that. Luis Robert, a little hit in between the third baseman and shortstop for a leadoff hit here in the top of the 8th. Check pitch in the 8th, and then Josh Thalmouth's going to come in the 9th. There you go. Good hit, Hampson. Get down. Yes, it does. Get down, buddy. Yes, you're in there. Thank God you have like 97 speed. Gary Hampson. Little double right there. Little double. Left fielder unable to get there. I don't even know who it is. No last name on the jersey because he's all Yankee. And he's all Aaron Check. 2 innings pitched so far this postseason. 50% strikeout rate. Don't know why he wears 99. I'm going to assume for Rick Vaughn. Not going to happen. Now hit him with the knuckle curve. Got him. Looking. Sit down. Practically down the middle for Guerrero. He's got a 12-5 ball game here in New York. We are going to have to be very careful leaving this city. All right, we might get mugged. Someone might throw a Molotov. They're going to riot. They're going to be pissed. Ian Hamilton now coming in for the 9th inning. Chance to get a save for the Yankees if they can really get something going against Josh Staumout. So 2-1. There you go. A little blooper into left field. Base hit for Edwards. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Now up another contact here. Luis Arias. A little bit more power than Edwards. In fact, I might try to... Yeah, perfect. Go. 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 Go, baby. Go. Oh, and I sent Edwards all the way home. Oh, whatever. Double play. Perfect. Oh, Arias. Why'd you have to hit it to center field? Oh, my God. Oh, well. Now we're going to have Josh Staumout, our Rule 5 draft pick, come up. Completely forgot. Brandon Rogers was Rule 5. Josh Staumout stretching on in. 10-4 record. 23 holds with a 2.55 ERA. 1.22 whip. Just 1 inning shy of 100 innings pitched this season. Got Isaac Paredes coming up. 2 RBIs and a single in today's game. That was his first hit of the postseason. And it came at a time that didn't matter. And he's going to get walked. Staumout, leadoff walk. A little bit to him. Little curveball down in the dirt now. Got him swinging. Yeah, got him swinging. I'm going to try to run to first. Help us get a double play there. Try that curveball then. It's a Hamilton, and that should do it. Game 3 is Chicago's. We will advance to the divisional series. First playoff appearance since 2021, and we get an upset win over the New York Yankees in New York. This is a huge series for us, and this could help us get a lot of momentum going into the divisional series. Look at MJ Melendez. I almost put him in this lineup against the Yankees as our DH. Thank God I didn't. Otherwise, we might have not put up 12 runs. A huge win, great all-around. Dalton Rushing player of the game, 4 RBIs and a home run. The win to Carlos Colon. I was really stretching him, dude. He threw almost 120 pitches, 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 3 walks. But thankfully, what the MVP of this game really should have been was Clark Schmidt. That dude walked us to victory. Thank you, Schmitty. I wouldn't be surprised if the Yankees got rid of you this offseason. All right, would not be surprised. That was an awful playoff performance, but thankfully you helped us. And now we get to take on the New York Yankees rivals in the Boston Red Sox. A little white versus red happening right here. Kobe Mayo's no longer hurt, so he's going to be back into our lineup. We're not going to do Drew Thorpe in game number 1. That's just not happening. All right, so we are going to go Dustin May, Walker Buehler, Drew Thorpe, Carlos Rodon. All right, we're going to go those 3 in that order, I think. Yeah, that'll work. That'll do. That'll do. And then in the lineup, Colson Montgomery, Hampson at shortstop, Rogers second, Kobe Mayo, move you back up the lineup. Dalton Rushing needs to get moved up. Definitely. I'm going to say right before Mayo, Rogers and Hampson will be on the back end. Yep, then against lefties. Kobe Mayo. Kyle Teal's going to be in. Hampson, Mateo, Mayo's going to be there. Yep. Yep, that's perfection. That is perfection. That is exactly what I am looking for. But in the next week, we're going to be taking on the Boston Red Sox. We're going to get game number 1 going, and then we're probably going to quick manage up until there's a decisive game. What was this? This is going to be a best of 3 series, so as soon as one team gets 2 wins, we're going to start going 1 game at a time, jumping on in and seeing what's happening, actually viewing the big moments, so we can watch moments like this where we get 12-5 victories over the Yankees, and I didn't even score most of those fucking runs. It's crazy. Oh, I actually caused the Yankees more runs than the computer did because of us, but either way, it's still going to be a fun series. Boston, what is your lineup actually looking like right now? So pitching-wise, Garrett Crochet up to a 90 overall, 192 strikeouts with a 1.89 whip. He won the Cy Young this year. Oh boy, okay, so we're going up against Mr. Cy Young himself. Then we're going to have Tanner Hooch. Okay, what did he do? 3.98 ERA. Actually took a step back from last season. Was an all-star last year in 2025, not this year in 2026. Cutter Crawford, 3.41 ERA is actually, nope, took a big step back for the Red Sox here in year number 2 of this franchise. And then Garrett Whitlock at number 4. They do have Brian Bello down there. I don't know if they're going to run a 4-man or 5-man rotation, but it's probably going to be between these two for game number 4. If they're doing a 4-man rotation, it really could be either of them. They have so many starting pitchers. They got Garrett Whitlock, 32 starts with 3.93 ERA. Little better, actually a little worse from last year, but pretty much the same player year over year. Brian Bello took a step forward this year, though he only started 5 games in the season. It was mainly a long reliever, it seems, with 3.51. In their bullpen, they had Patrick Sandoval, who started 16 games with 6.65 ERA. I understand why he's in long relief now. And then Lucas Giolito, who has yet to start a game this season with a 3 ERA. All right. Now their bullpen, they got Justin Slayton as their closer. Man had 50 saves this season as his full-time job as the closer with a 2.88 ERA, and he won reliever of the year this season. So we're going up against the Cy Young and reliever of the year. The rest of their bullpen is kind of weak, a bunch of 69 overall veterans basically, except for this Josh Winkowski. This guy's probably their best bullpen hand outside of everybody else. They pitched pretty good actually, these veterans. Bill Bickford, oh, I loved him. He was a part of our last franchise. He was such a steal. He was a free agent, low overall. He was awesome. But anyways, that's going to be their pitching rotation. I think we have them beat pretty much everywhere except for that ace, that like actual ace pitcher. I'm actually considering allowing Drew Thorpe to pitch against Garrett Crochet because this is a good chance we're going to lose this anyways. We might as well save our better arms for later games, is basically what I'm saying. So you know what? Actually knowing that, we are going to let Drew Thorpe pitch game number 1. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to allow Drew Thorpe to pitch game number 1. Dustin May's going to have 2, followed by Bueller, then Rodon. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, yeah, but if we do, that's actually a stupid idea. It's a stupid idea because then we won't have May if this goes to 5. May, Bueller, Thorpe, Rodon. Yeah, May, Bueller, Thorpe, Rodon. You know, just like how we originally had it. But looking at their lineup, they gotta have really good hitters. Yeah, they definitely do. Jared Duran, what are we looking at here? 2024 All-Star MVP, 264 batting average. So his batting average has gone down year over year for the past 4 seasons. Though he hit 19 home runs with 65 RBIs as a leadoff hitter. Masayata Yoshida batted 314, first time batting 300 in his entire professional career with 12 home runs. Rafael Devers bouncing back, tying his career high of 38 home runs and batted 300. Not too shabby. Devers, nice step up there in his game. Tristan Casas, 22 home runs, batting 275. Pretty much the same player year over year. Can't really steal. That's good. Alex Bregman, going back to his 2024 self, kind of becoming more of a power hitter, though. 34 home runs. That is second most of his career behind his 2019 season with the Houston Astros. So Bregman finding some youth in that power. Nice to see that. Well, I guess not nice for us, but for the Red Sox, that's nice. That was a good pickup for them. Connor Wong batting 267 on the year with 17 home runs. Okay, good batting average, but all right. Wilyer Abreu, 18 home runs, batting 238. Okay, so these guys are a bunch of power hitters. Okay, they kind of got the same build as us, except they got more power. We have more contact. 230 for Sedana Rafaela, 25-year-old youngin that they're developing over here, batting 230. He's been digressing year over year, and that regression's kind of continuing. David Hamilton batting 276 with 5 home runs. And then who they got on the bench? Catcher Andrew Neitzer, the 31-year-old, didn't play in the MLB last year. This guy's shit. Yeah, complete shit. He's just in case their catcher Connor Wong gets tired. Trevor Story, the veteran they still have on their bench, 208 batting average with 1 home run on the season. Yeah, they're paying him $23 million to just sit on the bench. Okay. Christian Campbell, their big rookie. Actually, is he still a rookie this season? Nope, he had too many at-bats. But they did add him to the playoff roster. He actually did really good this year, batting .319 and 138 plate appearances with 6 home runs and 4 stolen bases. Christian Campbell definitely going to get more play time next season. And then Marcelo Meyer, another young guy coming up with Christian Campbell. Definitely going to see more of him next year. Had less plate appearances in 2026 than 2025, but he got his batting average up. Though he really regressed in the power department, going from 13 to 6 with 50 less plate appearances, batting .235. It looks like, I would say Marcelo Meyer actually took a step back year over year, while Christian Campbell took a big jump forward. They are a lot of left-handed bats in this rotation, so hopefully that kind of helps us, righty-lefty matchup. But either way, it should be a fun series and a tough series against the Boston Red Sox. I don't think they're as tough as the New York Yankees. We really just have to watch out for Garrett Crochet, and we're probably going to go down 1-0. This is my prediction. I think we're going to go down 1-0 because Garrett Crochet is going to he's a Cy Young winner. He's going to win this game. But we got Walker Buehler. He'll help us win. Drew Thorpe versus Cutter Crawford's 50-50, and then we need Carlos Colon to step up big here, and then we'll probably have to have the rematch of Dustin May versus Garrett Crochet. It is really what's going to come down to. We need to hope that Dustin May has a big bounce back. Has like a really big bounce back after losing there, and it's going to be on the road in Boston. We have such a tough road ahead of us, man, if we're going to win this World Series, but it's just going to help the story long term anyways and make it such a great run for us. But either ways, guys, hope you all enjoyed. Until next time, see you.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car. Wake